Good morning, students. Let me discuss with a new chapter, that is mineral and energy resources. This is a chapter of a midterm syllabus. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about the minerals, importance of minerals, and the classification of minerals. And after this, what are the why there is a need of conservation of mineral, and also the energy resources. In this first topic, we are going to discuss about the what is minerals. So mineral are the indispensable part of our life. Mineral are very important for our life. Without the mineral we cannot survive. For our survival there is also need of minerals. So there is a mineral are the indispensable part of life. This is a question is the question also that what are the importance of mineral and why the mineral are the indispensable part of our life. So you have to explain all these point in this question, that the mineral is used for a tiny pin to a towering building, big ships, and everything is made up of minerals. Railway lines, then the roads and machineries, even car, buses, train, aeroplane, these all are made of minerals. Even a tiny pin to a big ship, these all are, there is a need of a mineral. Everything is made up of minerals. Or in all the stages of development human being, there is a need of mineral. Even the brush we use, toothbrush we use, toothpaste we use, this is also made up of mineral. Then the definition of mineral is that is a homogeneous naturally occurring substance with a definable internal structure. So this is the definition of mineral by through the geologist, that homogeneous naturally occurring substance with a definable internal structures. Minerals are found in the earth crust in the varied form. Then there is rocks are combination of homogeneous substance. Mineral are extracted from the rocks, as we all know that rocks of limestone consist of single mineral, but the majority of rocks have a different and several kind of mineral. Then after we are going to discuss about the that is classification of minerals. In the classification of minerals, there is a mode of occurrence from where we get the minerals. So there are some example we have to take. That is first, that is from where we extract the mineral usually that extract from the crust areas. Here we have one technical term, that is ore. Ore, it is a term to describe the accumulation of any mineral mixed with the other elements. Then the mineral content of the ore must be sufficient concentration to make its extraction commercially viable. So mean ore is a accumulation of different kind of minerals, and the sufficiency of the mineral in the ores that makes the commercial viables for the extraction of minerals. Then there is a type of formation structure which they are found determine the relevant ease. Mineral ores may be mined, determine the cost of extractions. Therefore the important to us to understand the main type of formation of mineral occurrence. Mean the extraction of mineral depend upon the availability of minerals. Mean as much amount of mineral found in the earth crust, that is more commercial viable, and these minerals are most extracted. And where we have a small amount of mineral in the earth crust, these minerals are extracted very less in number. Then the occurrence of mineral is very important. So mineral occurrence is the first, that is mineral are found in the igneous and metamorphic rocks. Okay, here we have a two technical term that is very important. Sometimes this question may be asked, what are veins and lodes? So veins are the smaller occurrence and lodes are the larger occurrence. And the mineral we extract from the veins and lode, that are the metallic, tin, copper, zinc, lead, that is obtained from the veins and lodes. So that is the first occurrence of mineral, igneous and metamorphic rock. Second, that is sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks, the mineral are extracted from the beds and layer. Then we have to form a result of deposition, accumulation and concentration of horizontal strata. Means in a sedimentary rocks, mineral are found in the beds and layer, and these are found in the horizontal strata. Horizontal lines में जो है mineral ये पाए जाते हैं. And the minerals like that is gypsum, potash and salt are that is extracted from these sedimentary rocks. Then we have sodium salt also. This is the result of evaporation, especially in the arid region. Means sodium salt is also found from the that is due to the evaporations in the arid region. Next, that is another mode of formation of involve the decomposition of surface rocks, a removal of soluble constituents, leaving the residuary mass of weathered materials. Mean the mineral are also extracted from the residuary mass of weathered materials. Okay, weathered rock that also contain the minerals like a bauxite. Then next the alluvial deposit. Alluvial deposit also contain the minerals like placer deposit, which you can name them. That is, it is due to the rivers. Gold, silver, tin, platinum. These are example of minerals that are found from the alluvial deposit, or you can say that the placer deposit. Next, that is the ocean water that also contain the vast quantity of minerals like bromine and that magnesium that are extracted from the ocean beds. Then we have minerals are fortunate to have a rich and varied mineral resource. I mean India, for example, let me talk about our country. That our country also rich in the minerals, as well as there is a different variety of mineral are found in our country. So let me take an example of peninsular areas. Peninsular areas having a coal and metallic minerals, mica and non-metallic minerals, and in the sedimentary rocks of Gujarat and Assam we have a petroleum deposit. Rajasthan have a rock system, and that also having a many non-ferrous minerals. So these example you have to explain under this question that India have a fairly rich and varied mineral resources. So you have to give an example of peninsular rocks, and second sedimentary rocks, and the third that is you have to explain about the Rajasthan rocky system, and in the alluvial plains of India that also devote the economic minerals. Mean these soil have a rich in mineral for the growth of plant, so that is important for the economic purposes. Then we have next, that is a ferrous mineral. Types of minerals, and let me talk about the first, that is a ferrous mineral, which have a iron content, metallic minerals. So let me talk about the first, iron ore. Iron ore, that is a backbone of industrial development that we everyone knows. Okay, there is a two type, that is a hematite and magnetite of iron ore. 70% content found in this hematite is excellent magnetic quality, especially the valuable electrical industries. Hematite ore is the most important industry iron ore term in used. It's slightly lower than the magnetite. So this is the category of iron ore, and here we have a iron ore belt. The major iron ore belts are the four belt. First, Orissa Jharkhand belt. In Orissa Jharkhand belt there is a Badam mines and Mayurbhanj and Kendujhar district. So these are the name of a mine in that particular Orissa Jharkhand belt. Second, Durg Bastar Chandrapur belt that lies in Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, and it has also a great the high grade of hematite ore. Beladila range is there in the Bastar district, and there is a 14 deposits super high grade hematite ore. Next, Bellary, Chitradurga, Chikmagalur, Tumkur belt that is found in the Karnataka region, and Kudremukh mine, that is the most important mine or one of the world largest mine, and it has a 100% exporting unit. So that is a important mine of this Beleri, Chitradurga, Chikmagalur or Tumkur belt. Now comes to the next, that is the Maharashtra and Goa belt that lies in the Maharashtra and Goa region, Ratnagiri district of Maharashtra, and ore is not so much very high quality, and that is exploited, efficiently exploited and exported through the Marmagaon port. Then comes to the next, non-ferrous metal, non-ferrous minerals which have a where we iron is absent. Okay, for example, copper, bauxite, lead, zinc, gold, and that are the used in the metallurgical or engineering and electrical industries. So the non-ferrous minerals, let me talk about the first, that is copper. Copper, that is most important part of electrical and electronic industry, and it is a malleable, ductile, and a good conductor of heat. So found in the Balaghat mine, Madhya Pradesh, and Singhbhum district of Jharkhand. Next is the bauxite. Bauxite, that is used to make the aluminium. Then it is a clay-like substance, alumina, which is later it become the aluminium. So bauxite we have already discussed in the previous topic, that the occurrence of mineral bauxite is mainly found in the region of weathered rock, and aluminum is so important metal in today's time because it has a strength for metal, also combined with the strength of metal. It is extremely light, also good for conductivity and great malleability. Then in India's bauxite deposit found in the Amarkantak Plateau and Maikal Hills. Then comes to the next, that is non-metallic minerals. Non-metallic mineral, that are the mica, which is one of the important minerals for the electronic and electrical industries. It is found in the sheets, thin sheets. Sheets can be thin and thousands of layer into a mica sheet of a few centimeter. Mica is a black, red, and green and yellow brown color. It has also some that is property in the mica, that is it is excellent in dielectrical strength, low power loss factor, insulating property, resistance of high voltage. Mica is one of the most indispensable mineral used in electrical and electronic industry. Or it is found in the Chota Nagpur Plateau, Kuderma Gaya, and Hazaribagh belt of Jharkhand. It is a leading producer. Now next, that is rock minerals. In this rock mineral there is one an important mineral, that is a limestone, which is also known as the calcium carbonate and calcium magnesium carbonate, found in the sedimentary rocks. And limestone is used to make the raw material of cement industry and smelting the iron of blast furnaces. It is used for a two purpose mainly, that is cement and blast furnaces. Next, that is conservation of minerals. In a conservation of mineral, because mineral are the limited number, and that is more important in our life, so we have to conserve the mineral. So how we conserve the mineral, there are some steps we have to keep in mind, and we have to use these steps all, that mineral are that is indispensable part of life. So we have to improve the technology for the constantly involved allow to low grade of iron ore, because mineral that are recycled, so we have to use the recycling of the metal. Also we use the scrap metal, other substitute we must found that help to reduce the burden over the minerals. So these are the steps we have to keep in mind, because mineral are the limited number, and we also conserve the mineral for the future generation. So this is all about from the mineral and the classification of mineral, and next time we will discuss about the energy resources. Thank you very much.